All right, everyone, welcome back for another deep dive.
Excited to be here.
I think this one is going to be really interesting.
Yeah.
It's a question we get a lot. We always hear things like, love conquers all,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
all you need is love.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And our listener wrote in and was like, okay, but really?
Right.
Can love actually change someone for the better?
It's a great question.
It is. And I think it's something that, we sort of take for granted.
Right.
Like, those rom-com movies,
Ah, yes.
like, oh, they fall in love and everything's fixed.
Yeah, happily ever after.
Yeah, but we're going to look at,
Mm-hmm.
what does this mean
Yeah.
psychologically?
Absolutely.
How does this impact us on that level?
It's a very different way to look at love.
Yeah, so let's just jump right in.
Okay.
So how can love motivate change?
Well, I think we've all seen it in our own lives, or,
Yeah.
you see it in the people around us.
Yeah.
People in love do incredible things.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll break habits that they never thought possible.
Right.
They will.
To impress someone.
Yes.
To be worthy.
To be the best version of ourselves for
Exactly.
their partner.
It's amazing to see.
Yeah, it's like, that,
Yeah.
that movie, A Star is Born.
Oh, yes.
Jackson, he cleans up his act when he falls in love with Allie.
Right. He sees something in her and he wants to be better.
Right. And it's not always,
Of course not.
like I said, not always the rom-com.
Exactly.
But it gives you a good idea.
A good illustration of it.
Yeah. Okay, so, we see how it motivates people.
Yeah.
What about the emotional support side of things?
So important.
Yeah.
Having someone who believes in you,
Mm-hmm.
encourages you to go for your dreams.
Right.
It's a huge factor in personal growth.
Yeah, because you feel safe to try.
Exactly.
You feel safe to take risks.
It's like having that safety net
Yeah.
and knowing that even if you fall,
Yeah.
there's someone there to catch you. Exactly. And that sort of feeds into the whole idea of secure attachment,
Right.
which we've talked about before.
Oh, yeah. Very important concept.
And that's just, when you feel secure in a relationship,
Yeah.
you feel
Safe, loved,
supported.
supported. Yes.
And that allows you to grow
It really does.
as a person.
It allows you to be vulnerable, to take risks,
Right.
to really push yourself.
Okay. So we've been talking theory.
Yeah.
Let's look at some real world
Right.
stories
Okay.
where love did lead to, incredible transformation.
Hmm. Yeah. I've definitely seen that.
Yeah.
I had a client years ago who really struggled with social anxiety,
Wow.
and he couldn't, really leave the house.
Wow.
And just couldn't handle social situations. But then he met someone,
Okay.
and she really accepted him,
Yeah.
anxieties and all. And with her support, he was able to start facing his fears.
That's amazing.
It was incredible to see.
Yeah. It's like that love gave him the courage
It did.
to break out of that shell.
Exact.
But I think it's also important to acknowledge
Yeah.
that, love's not,
It's not a cure-all.
it's not a fairy tale.
Right.
Right. There are times when,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't lead to the outcome we hope for.
Definitely.
And we've all seen those situations
Oh, yeah.
where someone stays in a relationship,
Right.
hoping the other person will change.
No, absolutely.
And it just,
It can be heartbreaking.
yeah, and it can be detrimental,
Right.
to both people.
Oh, it can turn into enabling harmful behavior.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like that saying,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes love means letting go.
Absolutely.
So it's not always about sticking it out.
Right.
It's about,
It's about recognizing
recognizing
when love is not enough.
when it's become unhealthy.
Exactly.
So love itself
Yeah.
is not enough to fix everything.
It's not a magic wand.
Right.
You need individual effort. You need a desire for self-improvement
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes
Right.
professional help.
Yeah, to sort of work through those deeper issues.
Absolutely.
Right. And I think it's also really important to talk about
Mm-hmm.
the idea of boundaries.
Oh, yes.
So crucial.
Because sometimes, you can love someone so much
Right.
that you lose yourself.
Absolutely.
And that's not healthy.
Not at all.
So how do we,
Yeah.
how do we set boundaries?
Boundaries are about defining
Mm-hmm.
where you end
Okay.
and the other person begins.
Right.
It's about maintaining your individuality,
Mm-hmm.
your sense of self,
Right.
while still being loving and supportive.
Yeah. So it's not about, cutting the person off.
Right.
It's about protecting yourself.
It's about a healthy balance.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you, our listener,
Yeah.
think back on your own experiences.
Mm-hmm.
How has love
Yeah.
helped you become a better version of yourself?
Because it's different for everyone.
There's no one right answer.
Right. And we've seen how it's powerful force.
Yes.
But it has its limitations.
Right.
And understanding that is what helps us
Exactly.
build
That's what's
those
a healthier,
more.
fulfilling relationship.
Yeah. So in our next deep dive, we're going to be looking at practical strategies
Oh, great.
for, building those healthy relationship habits.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, me too. But until then,
Yeah.
keep thinking about this idea of,
Yeah.
the power of love
It's transformative.
and how we can use that to,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
make ourselves better and build those fulfilling relationships.
Exactly.
Okay, we'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.